Okay, so since this is a final area, this is gonna be like the final video here. Final video for Emerald Dragon. Uh, so here's the thing. I created a second save state while I was here, like, well, not save state, but save file. There's one save file in Helmet Mountain, which is the previous area before we came here, which is the final area. The final area, which is that second save file, Horus Town. Here's the thing. It's best to have a save file of at the previous area in Helmet Mountain because it's easier to level grind there. Off screen between this video and the previous video is that I loaded the save file at Helmet Mountain and I level grind from level 66 to level 70 to hopefully make it easier on me to get through this place easier. And also got back the Raw's Feather that I've lost in the previous recording. So it helps to have a previous save file. Now here's the thing. I'm actually doing post-commentary because as I was recording this, my camera that was recording... The camera that was recording my face was corrupted. And I didn't want to have a bad video of it. So I'm doing this post-commentary to add with the game footage that I've recorded. And the thing is, while I was recording the game footage here, I've noticed that the emulator was starting to act funny. So I had to like create a save state in the middle of playing. So like, okay, I'll create a save state because the emulator was acting funny, like right now. And I'll just turn off the, I'll just I'll close down the emulator, restart the computer, and hopefully the emulator would be running off again. Well, when I, after I restarted the computer, played the emulator, I continued to play the game, it seemed to run normally just fine. I managed to beat the final boss and the credits rolled, but then, like, at some point, while the credits rolled, the computer froze. And I have to, like, turn the computer off by force. Here's the thing, when you turn the computer off by force while an emulator is on, the next time you turn the emulator on, the save file is corrupted. Like, you try to start up a game, it acted like it didn't have a save file. And that's what I've noticed, like, every single time I turn off the computer by force while the emulator is on, it just corrupts the save file. And here's the thing, a part of me was like wondering, oh god, I hope I've recorded game footage of me being the final boss, at least, before the computer froze on me. And it looked like it did stop recording during the credits, like... So when I checked, there was no recording of the game footage of after being the final boss, and I was just so upset. Like, if the save file is corrupted, I would hate to do 15 plus hours of this game again, just so I can record the final boss and the game credits. Luckily for me, I did that save state earlier in the game, because, like, hey, my emulator was acting weird earlier in the game, earlier when I was recording, and I created that save state. Thank God for that save state, because I was able to do the final boss again, and the record the credits. And the thing is, I chose not to record my face while I was, recording that last part of the game footage. It was bad enough I had to, like, record... It was bad enough I had to, like, record the final boss again, but thank God for that save state. And this is all because my Windows 10 did an update. Every single time I do a Windows 10 update, my computer just becomes ridiculously slow. Every single time. And it pissed me off. I was like, are you sure this is an update? It doesn't feel like an update. It feels like a downgrade. Like, Microsoft should release a Windows 10 Microsoft should release a Windows 10 update that makes it so it doesn't fuck up your computer after an update. Because now, like, whenever somebody says, hey, would you like an update? Well, when you say an update, do you mean like an update? Like, actually get better? Or a Windows 10 update where it just gets worse? And there have been times where I haven't posted anything, I did not edit anything, I did not record anything after a Windows 10 update because the computer is acting ridiculously slow the one day. Or just, it was after an update. As right now, as I'm recording this, my computer's at decent speed, but like, when I was recording this, final part of the game, it was acting ridiculously slow, and it was really hard for me to record. And I almost lost game footage of the final boss because of this quote-unquote update. So in the chest here is a magic hood. I believe it's equipment for Salshint, but it's no better than what he has right now. Yeah, I had to save a lot in this game. I saved a lot in this game, and if there was like ever a moment I died, I had to reload the save file again because I did not want to lose that Raw's Feather. That Raw's Feather, it saves my butt too many times. In the chest there we have our third Raw's Feather. So far I've only seemed to have found 3 Raw's Feather. The first Raw's Feather was in a chest in the mountain on the way to Garcia. The second Raw's Feather we got from fighting Raw. And then that's our third Raw's Feather right there in the final area of the game. Now, according to the guide, the Raw's Feather is a story item. Now, if the guy said it's a story item, I'm assuming, oh, it's an item that you are never going to lose. It's a key item. No, that's definitely not the case. The Raw's Feather is an item that recovers your party member to full health when their health reaches 0. And it's automatically used in battle when your party member reaches 0 health. So yeah, that doesn't sound like a story item at all. And I had to make that change in the guide that I was using. Okay, so I had to actually make sure to use a tent before I enter this final area. Because through the doors is the final boss. And while I was exploring this place, I was like, don't say anything, don't say anything. Because I would hate enemies to just attack me. I didn't want to jinx it, like I would hate enemies to attack me just as I was making my way through this room. Luckily, there are no enemies that attack you in this room. Because trust me, I would have been pissed off if I was bombarded with enemies just on my way to the final boss. Alright, here we are in the battle with, well, this guy. And he has 5 Horus Knights. If you don't take out 1 Horus Knight in 1 turn, it's going to cause trouble. And the Horus Knights can cast healing spells. So not only can they heal each other, but they can also heal the main guy as well. And yes, I have used a Raw's Feather in this battle because of the Horus Knights. Look at him. He's already in the red. Of course, I would not be surprised if he's healed this turn. This next turn. Yep, he's healed. It's important to take out the horse knights first. Well, just because she's been turned into a human, can she still use magic? Too bad I don't have my reaction to the first time I saw this guy. Because I was like, holy crap. Yeah, this is a true final boss fight. If you heard the boss music from the previous boss fight, it's the usual standard boss music. Where if you listen closely to this music, it's different to pretty much give you a hint that this is the final battle. Now here we have Zandig, and he has 5 Death Harpies. You want to take out those Death Harpies as soon as possible, because they can heal him for over 9,000 HP. No joke. So I made it so, you know, my other party members would go after those Death Harpies. Now Zandig does have, like, okay, he has that one move that does 1,000 damage. He has a group attack that does 300 each, and then he has this beam attack that does 1,500. Now the beam attack, he can do it up to 2 times per turn, but I rarely see him do 2 times. Most often he'll do it once per turn. Most often. And in my honest opinion, I actually find Zandig much easier compared to the previous boss. Heck, thinking about it, I find him actually much easier compared to other boss fights previous in the game. God damn, not a single attack hit that time. I remember, well, like, after I recorded, and I was like, you know, I was I was in the bathroom and I was thinking over, like, did this boss have like a different battle theme? Until I watched over this video footage that, like, oh yeah, I guess he does have his own battle theme, but it's like, honestly, it's a bit forgettable when it comes to final boss themes. I mean, to be fair, it's not that challenging of a boss fight. The only unique thing about him is his design. And that's it. Yep, now he's in the red. And there's that moment of, like, now that I think while as I was recording this, I'm like, as soon as he's in the red, like, it's that little, like, I'm on the edge of my feet here, like, well, actually, I'm on the edge of my seat, just like, okay, he's almost dead. He is so close to dying. And he does the B move twice this turn, which is absolutely scary. Luckily, he doesn't kill Tamara, but he's so close to dying, it doesn't matter at this point. Even if I think I had one Ross feather left, so it doesn't matter if it's been used. Zero power. It's like you need money at this point. Leveled up to 75, and Tamarin to 73. Yeah, punish her by spanking that fine ass. At least according to an NPC, she has a nice ass. Yeah, I remember when I first recorded this, I'm like, wait, I thought I'm done. I thought I beat the final boss. Like, what am I doing now? Don't tell me there's one more thing I have to do. Oh look, it's the Emerald Dragon. Yes. Well, sucks to be them. I'm pretty certain that's not how deserts work. Oh, I hate how it looks. I hate how the Emerald Dragon looks. Yeah, I thought he would say that. He said I have another horse you could blow.
るな。
Alright, this is the credits. I guess now I can say my final thoughts on this game. I have to say, I really enjoyed the music from this game. But then again, I've played a number of games on the Super Nintendo where the music is just fantastic, so this is no different. The battle system is a bit dodgy, and the fact that, you know, as soon as the main character dies, it's a game over. But I guess that, you know, you have to have some strategy, like, you have to do any plans you can, just to make sure that the main character doesn't die. I really did enjoy this game, and a part of me wondered, like, why this game never came to the US. I have to, like, look at when it was released, because sometimes a game doesn't come to the US either because it didn't do so well in Japan and they didn't want to bother here in the US. Sometimes a game just came out so late in a system's lifespan that they're like, oh, the next console is coming out. We're not going to bother bringing this game out to the US. Honestly, I don't know why this game never came to the US, because I think if this game came out in the US, I think a lot more people would be talking about, because I really enjoyed this game. The music, the story, this is a really enjoyable RPG. And I'm glad I've actually played it. A part of me was worried that I was like, if I didn't have that save state and I didn't record the game footage, I would have hated to play, 15 hours of this game just to get to where I was. But I'm glad I was able to save with the save state. I was glad I was able to recover with that save state, so I could just record, this final boss and these game credits for you. I'm not gonna pick a game out of the hats. I'm just gonna go ahead and play Pokemon Crystal next, because I felt like it's been it's been a while since I played a Pokemon game, and I just wanted to do a Pokemon game for my channel again. So I'll see you there. If you liked the video, please subscribe. Wait, if you're watching, like the video, please subscribe. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.